Hi, how are ya? TikTok is still weird. I got a message. I submitted a ticket, and there was something about a huge, um, something about a huge problem at one of their data centers. An infrastructure problem. Something about that. So I was like, what happened to all my videos? Like I just deactivated it, and then reactivated it. So they said that they're working on it. Some of my videos have come back, but not all of them. So, and then I can't record longer than 60 seconds, which I'm assuming has something to do with that. So, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, unstable. They're unstable right now. So what I was getting and what this message is about is if you've lost something in your life, whether it be a relationship, a friendship, a job, a marriage, whatever, and or just any kind of loss, right, in your life, a person, money, whatever it was, it changed you. It brings out a depression, a sadness, a grief, a process, and then you really don't feel like doing anything. Like I have depression and anxiety because of the military, and sometimes I don't want to do shit. I just don't. I'm like, whatever. But this, it all comes into my healing. I want to talk about that for a second. When I was, I've had several houses my whole life. My first house was probably about 10 years ago. I've had like 4 or 5 since. And I would always fix them up because I want my house to look nice, but also if I was going to stay there, like I wanted it to be nice for me. So I would make it nice and I would fix it up and do what I could. And I learned things along the way because you don't know everything when you first buy your house. And like if something goes wrong, guess who has to pay for it? You do. Like you have to fix everything that anything happens to it. Because can't call the landlord anymore. Your parents aren't there to fix it, so. But this time it really made me feel like I didn't want to do anything. Like me and my ex broke up, and we had always together had fixed up every house, even this one. Like we fixed up this one. This was the biggest project I think we had ever had, because there was a renter here that ruined this house for like 8 years. 8 years, like this disaster on the inside and the outside that I had to take on when I purchased it, because the old owner didn't want to do anything. So I had to do it. When I signed that paper to buy it, I agreed to everything. And it put a strain on us as well as other people around us, which I'm not going to talk about, but bad fucking people that talk shit about everybody because they're miserable in their own fucking lives. But and that's what this comes down to, is that there's people around you that don't get how you feel. So if you don't feel like you want to do anything, because after me and my ex broke up, I didn't want to do shit. I just didn't. My depression hit me. Like I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't feel like keeping up appearances. I didn't care anymore about me or an extension of me, like my home, my presence, my body. I didn't care about anything. Slowly but surely being with him, I let myself go also, because it was so tumultuous between us, twin flames. And he didn't want to heal. He thought it was all my fault. He still feels that way. But that's his lesson when he goes through his own evolution. But what I'm getting now is that if you are sad, if you feel like you don't want to do anything, this is your sign that you might be experiencing depression, grief, loss. And you have to deal with it in order to get past it. You have to go through it to feel it, to get past it. And there's people around you that are probably looking at you like, well, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I'm seeing a homeless person. Like, when you see those homeless people on the street, you don't know what they're going through and why they're like where they are, or why they are where they are, how they got there, the steps, that the evolution that took place to get there. But I promise you, if you try to belittle them, you try to hurt them, you're probably going to find yourself in a situation like that too. And then everybody else is going to be looking at you the same way, and you're going to want people to pity you, to have empathy towards you. So those people that were, maybe even still are, trying to look down on you because you didn't want to keep up appearances when you had been through something tumultuous, because you didn't feel like it because of mental illness or physical illness, they're now going through something like that. So, and if they're not, they're going to be. Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this? What does the collective need to know? Waiting. Waiting. Needing a new perspective, you know, for your long-term goals. Like, what are you doing with your life that you have time to be all obsessed with somebody else? Like, go work on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, why are you so fucking interested in somebody else's life? Because you ain't got nothing going on, so you want to be all up in everybody else's business. I'm talking to your hater. There's some kind of non-conformity going on. Like, you don't follow, you're not in this they act like they're very religious, but really it's not. It's not. The devil's here, the friends, the obsession, they act like the Hierophant is all about God and everything. So the devil, like, they act like they're all good and whatnot, but they're not. The Hierophant is reverse. That is non-conformity. They're just using it to justify their hate. They're this group of people that's obsessed with you, and they're going to be going through the same kind of shit themselves, and then they're going to want people to have empathy on them, but they're going to feel abandoned, or maybe they wanted you to feel rejected, and now God's going to bless you. And now they're getting their fucking shit because of everything that they did to you. The Five of Pentacles is all about financial problems, financial hardships, abandonment issues. A woman here, an emotionally manipulative woman that is having a lot of at-home problems and unstable family life. Dreams are being shattered. There's a man here that is a man and a woman. I can't even make that up. The King and the Queen of Pentacles reverse. They're both going through their own shit because of everything that they did to you. So, how does it feel? Does it feel good? Does it feel good now that you're going through the same shit? Four of Wands is reversed. That's unstable home life, unstable family, dreams shattered, and that's clarity. So, they're attacking you. They were attacking you. Now they're getting their fucking karma. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. They're getting their karma. The Justice is reversed. They are getting their karma. The Devil right underneath that. I can't make this up. This is their attachment. They are attached to their bad karma because of what they did to you. So they talked about you. They said things about you. They belittled you. They laughed at you when you were sad. And all that is coming back to them because now they want pity on themselves. They want people to pity them. They're going to want people to pity them. They're going to want people to have empathy towards them and feel sorry for them when they didn't feel sorry for you when you were going through it. They laughed at you. They talked shit about you. They tried to make you feel rejected. And now you're grounded. Now you're grounded, and it's hard for them to try to, you know, they don't know what to do because they're trying still to try to make you feel that way. A choice. They choose to do it every day. They choose it all the time because you're just happy. You're grounded. You are going and you're working on yourself now. You're stable. And they're juggling now because they feel this energy. They're mad. They're mad because they're failing in their lives. They're all stressed the fuck out. So don't wish bad on people. Don't act like that towards people because that shit will come back around to you. And when you see those people that are going through it, you're supposed to help them. You're not supposed to try to push them down further to make yourselves feel better. Like, what kind of hypocrites are you? What kind of religious hypocrites are you? Because the Hierophant is not godly. Okay, you act like you are, but you're not because it's reversed. So that's all about a hypocrisy. Non-conformity. You use it as a face to justify your hate. You're a bigot. So you're not religious. You're hypocrites. That's what you are. Now you're trapped in your own head. You're facing judgment for what you did. God's got your ass now. God has got their fucking asses now. See? Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. You told God. You grounded yourself, and now they're losing control. Now they're losing control. Now they're facing judgment. So, it doesn't feel too good when it's on the other foot, does it? Be nice to people. Have empathy towards others because you yourself could find yourself in that same situation. See how that works?